residential area, where houses are few and far between. Their rooftops are heavy with fresh snow, their chimneys standing tall, frozen in time. The windows are dark, no flickering lights, no movement inside. It feels as if the entire village is asleep, embraced by the icy breath of winter. Moving forward, the road remains untouched, smooth, and unmarked by footprints or tire tracks. It winds gently through the open plains, where endless fields of white stretch as far as the eye can see. There is no wind, no rustling of trees. Just the occasional soft crunch of packed snow beneath the wheels. The stillness is almost eerie. Minutes pass, and in the distance, the scenery begins to shift. Low-lying hills emerge on the horizon, their peaks blanketed in a thick layer of snow. The first signs of an approaching mountain range. Shadows dance along the slopes as the golden hue of dawn slowly begins to break through the sky. The deep blues of night fade into a soft, glowing amber. A breathtaking sight unfolds as the light catches on the snow-covered peaks, illuminating them like glistening jewels set against the vast sky. As the road continues, the landscape follows a rhythmic pattern. More hills rise and fall in the distance, each one taller, more dramatic than the last. The mountains stand like silent guardians, watching over this frozen world. There is still no sign of life. The world feels untouched, isolated, as if time itself has frozen. Then suddenly, the first hints of civilization appear. A small town emerges from the winter mist. Modest houses line the roadside, their wooden facades aged by time and the elements. They stand in clusters, some built close together, others spaced apart, separated by patches of untouched snow. The silence remains unbroken. No people, no cars, no movement. The town is enveloped in a deep, tranquil stillness. It is a place seemingly forgotten by the world, resting under the weight of the season. Continuing forward, the road leads back into the wilderness. The buildings become fewer, the gaps between them grow wider, and soon they vanish entirely. The town fades into the distance, swallowed by the rolling hills and the creeping light of dawn. Now, the journey takes us into the heart of the Alpine wilderness. Towering trees stand tall, their branches heavy with fresh snowfall. The forest is dense, the trunks disappearing into the thick white veil that covers the ground. The deeper we go, the more the terrain changes. The road narrows, twisting and turning through the slopes, carving a path through the snow-covered mountains. Beyond the forest, another village lies ahead. A mirror of the first, more wooden houses, more quiet streets. The same untouched snow, the same unshaken silence. The journey repeats itself, each town appearing like a fleeting ghost, revealing itself for only a moment before slipping away behind the endless expanse of white. Minutes turn into miles, the scenery follows its steady rhythm. Snow, hills, towns, forests, the road stretches on, weaving through the frozen wilderness, carrying us further into the unknown. The morning light grows stronger, casting long shadows across the landscape. The world is waking up, but here, in these remote lands, time still moves at a different pace. The road stretches endlessly ahead, winding deeper into the Alpine wilderness. The morning light grows stronger, yet the silence remains unbroken. Every turn reveals a new scene, yet the essence of the journey remains the same, a world of white, untouched, frozen in time. As we move forward, the mountains rise higher on either side. The trees stand taller, their branches sagging under the weight of thick, powdery snow. The road narrows, flanked by steep cliffs and dense forest. The deeper we travel, the more isolated the world feels. There is no sign of civilization, no tracks in the snow. Just an endless expanse of white stretching into the horizon. Then suddenly, the road bends, revealing a clearing ahead. A small cluster of wooden houses appears, their chimneys standing tall against the crisp winter air. This is another hidden village, nestled deep within the mountains. The roofs are thick with snow, the windows dark. The silence here is almost haunting. It is as if the entire town is holding its breath, waiting for something unseen. As we move through the village, the details of the homes become clearer. Some houses are small and compact, their walls built from thick timber, designed to withstand the brutal Alpine winters. Others are larger, their intricate wooden balconies adorned with delicate carvings, a testament to the region's rich heritage. Still, no sign of movement, no people, no vehicles. It is as if time itself has paused, leaving this village frozen in a moment of absolute stillness. Leaving the village behind, the road continues its climb. The ascent is steep, the mountains closing in. The temperature drops, the frost on the trees grows thicker. The sun, now rising higher in the sky, glows softly through a veil of thin clouds, casting long shadows across the snow. Further ahead, the terrain changes once more. The dense forest begins to break apart, giving way to open plains of snow-covered meadows. The ground is smooth, undisturbed, a vast, unbroken expanse of white stretching as far as the eye can see. In the distance, towering peaks rise sharply into the sky, their jagged edges piercing through the morning mist. The road winds through this open land, curving gently as it follows the contours of the valley. It is here, in this untouched wilderness, that the true majesty of the Swiss Alps is revealed. The silence is profound, the beauty overwhelming. The only sound is the faint whisper of the wind, drifting through the snow-covered hills. Minutes pass, the journey continues. Another bend in the road, another breathtaking view. Then, in the distance, another village emerges. This one is different, larger, more structured. The buildings are taller, their facades made of both wood and stone. The architecture is more refined, suggesting a town that has stood for generations, shaped by time and tradition. As we approach, there is still no sign of movement. The streets are empty, the snow remains untouched. The village, like the ones before it, is silent. Yet there is a presence here, an energy that lingers in the air. The feeling that, beneath the quiet exterior, life exists, hidden, waiting. We move through the town, taking in every detail. The way the rooftops curve under the weight of the snow. The way the sunlight catches on the icy window panes, refracting in a dazzling display of light. The way the mountains loom in the background, standing tall like ancient sentinels guarding this forgotten settlement. As we leave the town behind, the journey takes another turn. The road narrows once more, weaving between towering cliffs and deep ravines. The mountains grow taller, the snow thickens. The journey becomes more treacherous, yet more captivating with every passing moment. Time stretches, the minutes blur together. The road continues, carving its way through the frozen expanse. Then, just as the sun reaches its peak in the sky, the landscape begins to shift once more. The mountains soften, their jagged peaks giving way to rolling hills. The trees grow denser, their branches forming a thick canopy overhead. The light filters through, casting a golden glow on the snow below, and then on the horizon, another town emerges. The largest yet, a sign that civilization is near. The journey is far from over, but for now, a moment of pause. A moment to take in the beauty of this frozen world, to reflect on the road traveled, and to anticipate the wonders yet to come. This is the heart of the Swiss Alps, a land of silence, of beauty, of mystery. A journey through a world untouched by time. And it continues ever forward,